Collyhurst, a place of sharp contrasts. Just northeast of Manchester city centre, this densely packed estate is steeped in history. Once industrial, coal mines, chemical plants, the working class backbone of a growing Manchester. But over the decades, neglect, dereliction and deprivation became its reputation. Today, the Victorian regeneration promises thousands of new homes and green space, the first of its kind in 50 years. So the question is, has anything really changed on the ground? Does Collyhurst still live up to its most notorious estate name, or is it becoming something else entirely? Starting off in the centre of Collyhurst, we have some of the local shops here which look to have had some artwork done to try and brighten them up. And just around the corner is a local community garden and a huge memorial that brings a bit of colour to an otherwise grey backdrop. Now this looks to pay tribute to part of the estate and also Manchester itself. This looks to be the community garden, and you can see the cranes in the backdrop there, part of the multi-million-pound regeneration project that's slowly changing the face of this estate. Not sure what this building was for, but by the looks of it, it's fully boarded up. Just to look at between some of the houses here, you'll always find a bed on these estates no matter where you go. You can see there's some of the work being done to regenerate the estate, and yes, there is a helicopter flying around overhead for a good part of this video. So just going further into the estate now to check out some more of the housing. Hefty fine there if you don't control your dogs. It says no ball games, but that is a perfect wall for footy. Oftentimes round here you can see those tower blocks looming in the background. We've got the Collyhurst village store here. Now back in August of 2023, this shop lost its alcohol licence after a raid by police seizing counterfeit cigarettes, illicit tobacco and illegal vapes. Before this, the shop had been raided 5 times by police since 2016. When questioned in court, the owner stated that he cannot find professional people to work at the shop because it is a very troubled area. He said, "Nobody likes to work in my shop. I have to call people who can take these kind of street boys. Otherwise, nobody is ready because every day you get thrown stones, smashed windows, smashed cars, all kinds of these things. You get these problems in the shop and no decent person is available to work there." The owner has been trying to sell the shop since 2018, however the property is due to be demolished as part of the Collyhurst village development, where 244 homes are currently under construction. Some more of the work being done across the estate here. Now, part of why Collyhurst Estate was known to be notorious is not only due to the decaying infrastructure, but also due to some of the vicious crimes that have happened here over the years. Due to these crimes, Collyhurst Estate has been assigned its very own neighbourhood policing team. This team is often visible around the estate and currently focuses on issues such as drug dealing, antisocial behaviour, burglary, road safety and serious youth violence. Some of the crimes committed here over recent years include cases such as, in January 2016, a woman was stabbed 17 times yet managed to survive her injuries. In December of 2016, when gangs were quite active in the area, a 34-year-old man was dragged from a taxi and shot. He was blasted at point blank range in the leg after being pulled from the vehicle by two men in Shilford Drive. In November of 2018, a man was arrested under suspicion of the Explosives Act when a suspicious substance was found at a property on Hamilton Road, Collyhurst, leading to the evacuation of nearby residents at Roach Court. Police stated the incident was not terror-related, but forensic teams were assessing the flammable liquid found. In September 2019, 4 people were arrested for drug and money laundering. In December 2023, police made an arrest seizing large amounts of cash and drugs. In February 2024, a man fell to his death from a 9th floor flat during a police raid soon after police entered the flats to execute a warrant for possession of indecent images. In April 2024, a 16-year-old was arrested and drugs were seized in an early morning raid by the Challenger team targeting organised crime. Then in October of 2024, police were called to a stabbing incident involving a 34-year-old man. An air ambulance was dispatched and an investigation was launched to find the attacker. And then in April of 2025, a murder investigation was launched after a 51-year-old woman was found dead in her flat on Queen's Road. A 55-year-old man was then arrested on suspicion of murder and remains in custody. Now we are currently on the scene of where the 2024 stabbing happened. As you can see, this is a pretty open area connecting the housing estates, but that attack had left the estate in shock and the victim has recovered since. Copperberg can there for you, it's not a bad choice. There you can see the helicopter that seems to be hovering around the area. There's a few unique designs for the homes here. All of these feature iron gates on them before you reach the front door. Again, you can get a better look here at these homes. You'll notice a lot of England flags around the estate too, which to be fair does help brighten it up. So circling back into the centre of the estate, you can see these apartment blocks loom over the estate, and most of the land around here looks to be barren, waiting to be built upon. Check out some more of the housing along here. Nice smell of weed about the place. So this looks to be one of the parks in use on the estate, and you can see more construction going on in the background. So moving further on into the estate, let's see if we can't grab a quick chat with anyone. Okay, so are you from here yourself?
No.
No. Do you live around here at the moment, or?
No, I live in Oldham.
Oldham. Oh, okay. And have you been working around here a good while?
Last year, November.
Right, okay. The reason I'm going around here is the place, it seems to get a little bit of a reputation. I've heard it's calmed down a bit over the years, but like you yourself, obviously you've been here a while. Have you seen too much yourself, or?
No, it's calm. It's calm.
It's calm?
Yeah, not too much trouble around there.
Did it used to be worse, like stuff going on around the estates?
No, I think it's been better.
It's been better now?
Yeah.
Right, as time goes on. Yeah. Well, as for everything, everything's good around here so far, yeah?
Everything's good around there.
Right, perfect. And is there anywhere you recommend going round?
No, because I haven't been here for too long.
Right.
And yeah, always like I work here, so I just came in the shop, do my duty, and go back.
And then you go back.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Okay.
I haven't explored the neighborhood yet.
Okay. No problem then.
Thank you very
All right.
much.
Well, thanks. Cheers. Thank you. So as you heard there, Collyhurst has quietened down over the years. This is mostly due to the early stages of the Victoria North regeneration project, which involves investment, demolition and the building of new homes and aims to improve the area. This regeneration, which includes social investment, is expected to lead a reduction in crime and the creation of a safer community, according to Manchester City Council. You've got some fairly nice housing lined up here, but then right next to it you have what I'm guessing is part of an old rail line. It looks like a fair bit of trash just gets left dumped along the sides here. So running throughout this estate you do have a rail line which looks to make a fair bit of noise. Someone for sure definitely goes through here. It's a little hideaway overnight. Looks like there's just trash being stored at the back here. There's even more over the small hill there. This tent could be someone's home. You've got the church here on the corner under construction as well. You can get more of a look of the rail line here just as we cross over the bridge. You like it so far, or? No.
No, no, man.
Do you see much trouble?
No.
No. It's nice and quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you want to move?
Yeah, I'm go here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Ah, but you want to move further.
Here, Collyhurst Estate.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
You have family here too?
Yeah.
Ah, okay, okay.
Yeah.
So you move together?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. No problem
Okay,
then.
thank you.
Right, thank you. So I think we were a bit lost in translation with that guy who was good enough to speak to us there. But the estate does have a quite diverse multicultural background to it as well. So this looks to be the local surgery, which I'm not sure if it's boarded up or just closed today. Again, all around this estate you can see those tower blocks looming over. So just a bit further into the estate again, this looks to be like some more land that's due to be redeveloped. Much further down the estate you also have this pretty impressive looking church. So just as this is going to waste, you can see the skyscrapers in the background of the city in contrast. Moving on to the former Eastford Square, this place was once home to some of the worst looking shops you'd ever see, which were thankfully demolished in June 2023. However, one thing that remains is the totem sculpture, created by artist William Mitchell, who was known for creating concrete sculptures. The art piece has sat in Eastford Square in Collyhurst since the 1960s. You can really see the level of detail that's gone into this sculpture. Now it does look much better without those shops rotting in the background. Big Brother's always watching. So as you said, how long have you been living here?
Living in this area 33 years.
33 years?
Yeah.
Oh wow, so you've seen it develop a fair bit.
Yeah.
Okay, and I did a little bit of research before I came out. I know from time to time it can get a bit of a name for itself.
It can do, yeah.
I've heard, has that died down in recent times? Or?
It has in a way, yeah.
It has?
I mean, we used to have a lovely community here about 15 years ago.
Okay.
And well, further on down used to be Masonettes there and over there.
Ah, right, okay. But has that all quietened down a lot more?
Yeah, I mean, people have moved on, but it broke up the community.
Right. And like, obviously now Manchester's a big multicultural city.
Yeah.
You see a lot more of that coming throughout the community now.
We do, like, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, at one time this area was well known for lesbian and gay couples.
Oh, really?
And now it's become more integrated.
Right, yeah.
And the flats at one time used to have age bands ranging from 30, 40 and 60. But now it's all intermingled, and you got families and
It's
all
just a whole
different
mix.
religions and colours, like, you know.
Yeah. So, yeah, well, that seems to be the case. I mean, I've been around a bit myself. I've tried to speak to a few and whatnot. But like you said, over the years, you know, there's been a little bit of trouble here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, have you seen too much yourself, or?
Not really. I mean, we were aware of it, but because it didn't affect us, you know, we just let it be. Some of the trouble was from when we used to have the Irish travellers further on down, and they had it in their fighting with themselves. Sometimes it's built over here.
Right, I see. And so would that just be like something you could experience anytime, or would you say it picks up more towards like of a weekend, or
No,
back
just
then?
at any time it was.
Just
like,
any time.
But now that's gone, and the kids that were causing the problems at the time have grown up. Some have moved out of the area,
Yeah.
so it's not as rowdy as it used to be.
Yeah. So that's what I'd heard. It's a lot more quiet
Yeah.
nowadays. Yeah.
I mean, we've got a tenants and residents association. It's just been going for over a year,
Okay.
and they've got involved with the council, like myself, doing a bit of gardening
Great.
as a volunteer. And things like at Christmas, they're going to get us a Christmas tree somewhere over there.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
You
to
can
brighten the
invo-
place.
Brighten the place, but involve the community.
Yeah.
And
that's
then on
not
a
bad idea.
Wednesday, like we have high teas,
Oh, great.
and
Okay.
and it's for anybody that can come along, have a cup of tea or coffee, bands and that for £2.
Great. So there is a fair bit going on still
Yeah.
for people who want to mix and whatnot.
Mix, yeah.
Perfect. Okay, and I mean, as I said before, I looked a little bit in the papers here and there. I think nowadays you only hear the odd thing happening.
Yeah.
Is that true? It's not that common anymore.
It's not that common, no, and the papers tend to, I would say, exaggerate. If someone hit someone, then it was a gang of people, like, you know.
Yeah,
that
it's
kind of,
blowing out of
yeah,
right.
proportion, like.
They have to grab the headlines, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
when you go further down, you'll probably see down here looks a bit derelict, where the statue is.
Yeah, yes, I've just come from down there and a
Yeah.
bit further into the estate.
I mean, like in May like this year, like the council came out and tidied the whole area.
Right. Yeah, I was going to say, because parts look a bit more,
Yeah.
updated than others, but it's
So-
still an ongoing thing.
Yeah, so we're trying to get them back out before the winter comes to weed it once more, like, you know.
Yes, true. I mean, not looking forward to the winters now, but
No.
we've done pretty good so far for summer,
Yeah.
I'd say.
I mean, we had a good summer, so we'll probably have a bad winter, like, you
Yeah,
know.
exactly. That's the way it is, isn't it? But I mean, just to summarise with that, how would you state the place if someone was just coming in out of town?
There's nowhere else I'd rather be.
Nowhere else you'd rather be?
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, that's good. That's how it should be in the end, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Great. Okay, well, no problem then. So as you can see, some of the new flats there, the guy who was nice enough to talk to us had pretty much summed up the area perfectly. Crime has dropped in Collyhurst due to the renovation project and more investment into the estate, but there is still plenty of work to be done around here, especially with some of the infrastructure. So you can get a pretty good view of the city skyline along here. But further below there does look to be some wasteland still. Just as I was walking away from this here, someone has buried the scooter for good. Never seen that before. Different. Looks like an interesting tunnel, but a lot of this artwork does help and brighten up the place. Not the best place of a night time. So coming back onto the main road of the estate, there's a look at a few of the shops here. Now this is Sandhills Park, which was the scene to a body being found in July of 2022. 2 men were arrested and charged with the murder of 34-year-old Ashley Walsh from Oldham after Mr. Walsh's body was found dumped in the woodland here of the park. This park doesn't have the most welcoming feel about it. This is another one of the entrances to the park, right underneath the train bridge. Trains going overhead. I've got to say, this is not the best of parks. It's a bit like dungy and apocalyptic. A bit like a wasteland more than a park. Just looks overgrown, concrete. Not really what you want in a park. Now when you're done exploring the estate, you may as well drop by the Vine pub for a pint on what I think was once known as the Wimpy Estate. But just like the rest of the area, this pub hasn't been shy to police activity. In October of 2022, a huge fight broke out in which bottles were thrown and windows were smashed, resulting in the police cornering off the pub until the dispute was resolved. However, from what I've heard, you'll always have a good time in there if you do visit. And so just behind the pub here, you can get a clear view over the train tracks that run through the estate. And also there's quite a big play park here for all the kids. Although the back of here could do with a bit of a clean up. So whilst Collyhurst was once deemed as Manchester's most notorious estate, a place to find by crime, poverty and neglect, that reputation is starting to fade. Walking around today, it's clear things are changing. The streets feel quieter, people are proud, and the regeneration projects are slowly breathing new life into the area. But for all the progress, the future of Collyhurst depends on one thing: making sure that investment actually reaches the people who've called this place home for generations. If it does, Collyhurst might not just lose its old reputation, it could become one of Manchester's biggest comeback stories.